You talk about standing up to the prelates that are in power,
Mhm.
and the fact that they're trying to turn the church upside down.
Yeah.
The Flemish, doing the blessings of homosexual unions, and what I've heard is the Pope even granting, his blessings of that, which is shocking. What advice would you give to people of faith to put that faith into action to stand up for truth?
Yeah. Well, always, first of all, it is about practicing yourself, reading the scriptures every day, having a sacramental life. We have to build up ourselves in Christ. And then we've become so accustomed to having good hierarchy, good popes for hundreds of years. And there's always been anomalies and corrupt ones. But the idea of obedience has become excessive. In dioceses where they're forbidding the Latin Mass, I would recommend to faithful Catholics getting the bishop's diary and making sure every single day there's people at events he's at and politely addressing him at the beginning or the end or the middle or whatever, and letting him know he's taking away the source of their life of grace. And he has to hear it every day, from all sorts of different people who are respectful but very, very clear. And how long can the bishop in conscience hear that? A week, a month, 3 months, and not be moved? He will go to hell. But Father Altman's awesome at saying this. When I hear him say the bishop's going to hell, I'm like, oh, this is a lot to say. Yeah. But he's right. He's right. They are starving people of Christ. They will go to hell for it because they've been given this position in order to feed the flock. Any bishop who is banning the traditional mass will have to answer to God for that, and he has no excuse because it's completely Catholic. What can his excuse be? Because he wants to please this brutal dictator, Francis, and that won't stand on Judgment Day. They are losing their souls because they're depriving people of the sacraments. Intentionally, deliberately, unnecessarily, there's no gain whatsoever, nothing to be gained by banning Latin Mass. And they know it in their hearts, and they're pathetic that they can't stand up and say that to the Pope, or just ignore him and do nothing in their diocese except bless and encourage the people who have that Mass. Nobody's forced to go to it if they're going to the other thing. But to cruelly, unnecessarily stop it, it's hellish. There's nothing better on earth, nothing better than the traditional Mass. I had this experience in prison, like an encounter of God, his power and his goodness. And afterwards, I'm searching when I come out of prison to know more and more about him. And eventually find the traditional Mass and realize at last, here's the thing proportioned to his power and his goodness that we can offer back to him. And they'll never be able to destroy it because it's people searching for God. They want to love him and they want to offer him the best. And we find the traditional Mass is best. So that love is stronger than this wicked worldly agenda. They will hurt us, right? They will take us sacrifices, and they will pay the price for it. But they won't succeed in destroying what God has given us, which is laid up from creation all the way through to the Last Supper and then the crucifixion, which is what they have. And they think they can rip that out of the life of the world. They will fail.
They will fail.
They will fail.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh my
Yeah, well, I
goodness,
look
thank
forward to
you.
coming to
This
the
is what we get
Indianapolis.
to look forward to with Father James Mawdsley, folks. We can't wait to see you with us. God bless.